Good morning, everyone. Today is the 22nd of December. It's Monday morning. Where do we get wisdom and understanding? Where does it come from? Remember, God asked Solomon what he wanted, and Solomon asked for wisdom. Understanding is referred to in the Bible. The word understanding is referred to in the Bible 156 times. Proverbs 2 verse 6 says, "For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding." Do you think that we can get understanding through education? I'm talking about spiritual understanding. How can we get spiritual understanding through secular education, which teaches evolution? How can we get spiritual understanding through secular education, who teaches humanism and the philosophies of men? Psalm 119, 169 says, Let my cry come near before thee, O Lord. Give me understanding according to thy word. You know, 1 Corinthians 14:15. What is it then? I will pray with the Spirit, and I will pray with the understanding also. I will sing with the Spirit, and I will sing with understanding also. Well, the best place to get understanding is from the Infinite One. Psalm 147:5. Great is our Lord, and of great power his understanding is infinite. A lot of people try to come against Christ's word, and Proverbs 21:30, there's no wisdom nor understanding nor counsel against the Lord. You know, there's no wisdom or understanding nor counsel against the Lord. Job 12:13, with him is wisdom and strength. He hath counsel and understanding. Psalm 119, 125, I am thy servant, give me understanding that I may know thy testimonies. Well, according to Romans 1, those who come against God are without understanding. They're covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful. Ephesians 5:17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. You know, even as a young child, Christ sat in the temple conversing with these leaders, and they were astonished. Luke 2:47, all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers. Psalm 47:7, for God is the King of all the earth, sing praises with understanding. You know, I was shocked. I don't in any way endorse John Hagee and his Zionist teachings, but he did say something that was correct. John Hagee recently said that several years ago, he was brought to the understanding that he didn't know everything. Well, you know, I'm sorry it took him so many years to figure it. Well, of course, he didn't figure it out. If we figure something out, it's revealed to us by God. But he said that he realized that he couldn't know everything. You couldn't know everything. God's ways are past finding out. We're told to lean not to our own understanding, Proverbs 3:5. You know, having all these charts and graphs and thinking you have all the answers about everything. You know, just about the time you think you got something figured out, God shows you otherwise. It's been my experience. Proverbs 15:14. The heart of him that hath understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of fools feedeth on foolishness. You know, Brother Michael did a sermon yesterday from Ecclesiastes, and we're reminded that vanity, vanity, all is vanity. You know, Solomon had it all. He had lands and treasures of the earth, and how many hundreds of concubines and how many wives, but he ended his life by saying, vanity, vanity, all is vanity. Jeremiah 3:15, I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. 1 Corinthians 14:19, yet in the church I'd rather speak 5 words with my understanding, that by my voice I might teach others also, than 10,000 words in an unknown tongue. You know. Proverbs 9:6, forsake the foolish and live and go in the way of understanding. Proverbs 9:10, for the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Well, we should pray this morning that God, like Solomon, that God would give us his wisdom, that God would give us understanding heart, that God would reveal truth to us, you know, and not rely upon our own selves. May the good Lord be with you today in a special way, is my prayer. God bless.